Hello, everybody. We are back. We're playing some Death and Taxes after our fun little foray into Dead Guy Ale yesterday on the donation deck list. We are back to jamming Death and Taxes. I got 5K coming up this weekend that I need to prep for a little bit, so we'll be playing this deck just today, tomorrow, and Friday. Trying to, get a feel for everything. I'm gonna make sure my Cardboard Live is up. But yeah, playing almost the exact same list so far that I played in the Legacy playoff event, whatever format playoffs. I cut the Brightling for a Restoration Angel after talking with a bunch of people. The Lure Delver matchup is just very, very good. You don't really need to hedge for it too heavily. I'm not sure what I want this flex slot to be, but I've seen a lot of people having success with Restoration Angel in their deck, especially both. I guess I don't know if I know Lampalot top 8 with it. We don't have the deck list yet, but I saw a tweet from Wizards or from MTGO, whatever, saying that they were trying to get the deck list out, but there was some sort of problem. So I know Lampalot was playing a Resto Angel because he tweeted out his deck list. And I don't know what Barra was playing, but I'm kind of curious. Kind of want to see what they were working with. They'll have it out to us in 2020. Yeah, probably. But anyway, yeah, this flex slot, I don't really know what I want it to be, but we're just going to try Resto for the day. I think Third Revoker is what I'm kind of leaning towards. I think Stoneblade's still, pretty scary. Other than that, I'm pretty fine with everything so far. I guess, hang on, no, one more change. I wanted to cut a path for a Walking Ballista. Forgot about that. We're trying 4-drops. Oh, yeah, 4-drop 3/4s all the time. I believe you have some experience in that matter. Run a Singleton Champion of the Parish. I mean, it probably wouldn't affect things too heavily. I think we can cut 1 or 2 Cataclysms. I kind of like Spirit Keeper. Yeah, Spirit Keeper could be a flex slot too if I'm concerned about the non-plow decks of the format. If I'm concerned about, if I'm concerned about the Strifo decks of the format. Fucking unwinnable Nightmare piles. Then we can play Spirit Keeper main, 3 Cataclysm side. But anyway, need to update the CBL list with that last minute sideboard thing. And I'll just jump in here while I'm doing that. Three Cataclysm main, you coward. We'll just register that deck that we played against and just got wrecked by. The fucking, Armageddon Stompy, whatever. White stacks. Yeah, I don't know if we can be considered a coward anymore after yesterday's stream. Which was just fucking casting Hero of Bladehold. My friend played Grand Arbiter and 2 Cataclysms in D&T way back when. Yeah, those some way back when type of cards. You lost to that guy? Yeah. I mean, my opponent had what? I forget exactly what happened, but it was just Karn to get in both times and we just died. The mana was weird, the one of Chrome Mox was weird. Yeah, I kind of buy the idea behind the Chrome Mox being in the deck because the deck is super gloated on 2-drops and doesn't have a lot of early interaction. But the one Chrome Mox doesn't make any sense to me. I think I've seen Dead Guy Ale lists that just play less lands and just play multiple Chrome Mox and recoup card advantage for stuff like Dark Confidant. But they just lean hard into the 2s. Yeah, I don't know if how bad that matchup actually is. We just we played 2 games and just kind of got crushed. But sometimes it's life. You don't exactly get good testing. Sometimes you just get turn 2 card and turn 3 Armageddon twice or whatever. Might become the Dead Guy L dude in 2019. The Dead Guy L list was sweet. Is it bad that I kind of want to play it again? There are too many Legacy events I need to prep for, but maybe. So this hand can go Revoker into Recruiter into Jailer. I don't know how many decks this, or like Recruiter into anything really. I don't know if that's good enough. Let's keep it. Ooh, turn 1 Revoker is good against Mox Diamond. Playing against Loam here. We don't even look like D&T, we look like Steel Stompy here. Look at us. And just fighting against things that aren't Wasteland. I mean, we're fighting against Wasteland, we got like other land drops to play, right? And also, if we don't get Wastelanded, we have the Turbo Palace Jailer plan against Loam. Oh no, my Turbo plan is offline. A friend who spent the last month playing Loam and VGO thinks Dead Guy is just as good. Oh no. Well, they have 3 cards left in hand. I don't know how much, like, mana they have. Exactly. Time to just recruit up this, Palace Jailer here. Make them remember the trigger, yeah. So they can play a 2-drop now, like a Bob, and it does get 1 in trigger, assuming we find a 4th land. Resto, I thought you... How are you finding Resto? Well, sometimes you just draw, you know? Opponent just, like, fetched and then pass the turn. It's kind of weird. I assume they're gonna, like, P-fire down my Revoker here. Yeah. But now we get to just go recruit a Palace Jailer and crush my opponent to the dust. This Bonsless? No, I just copied the Restoration Angel. That's about it. I wanted to give it a try for myself. So to play anything, we just Jailer it, and then we also have Resto for the Jailer. Assuming they can't, like, Punishing Fire down my Jailer or something. So to more thoroughly answer the question, there was the, how are you finding Resto? It's like, you kind of just, like, have a critical mass of flyers. Like, we also can't find the Sarah Avengers, right? Sometimes you just draw them. And with a Restoration Angel and 2 Sarah Avengers, you have 7 flyers, which helps in a lot of your True Name matchups. What's up, Lomer Boy? Restoring Jailer seems kind of sweet. I agree. Also, yeah, Lomer Boy does manage to walk in during our 4-color matchups a lot of the time. But it's let's get so many big legacy events. I don't know. There's a guy here, Jeremy, I think. He just loves Eternal formats. What are they getting? Taiga, Wasteland, Fetch? Sure. I think I'm just gonna jam this Jailer. This isn't D&T. That's just wrong. This is D&T Lumic. Did you just say that every time you come in? Is that the meme now? Oh man, we have a Plow to protect Monarchy too. I'm 100% just jamming Jailer into nothing here. Wish you looked for the tournament last time. Oh, that's true. We had like Wisp. I think Jailer is probably the right thing here. Plow the Chalice. I mean, we have a Flickerist for the Chalice and we have a Plow. We have 2 Flickerists in our hand, which currently have like very little targets. I think the right answer, the correct choice is just Windmill Slam as Jailer, though. Just like never lose. Oh, there's a dry. Oh fuck! Never mind. We're an idiot. I could like just easily lose this game to removals. I guess they'd have to have multiple removal spells, right? But yeah, I always forget about Dryad Arbor off fetches because I'm bad. But they do have to have 2 removal spells to like, punish us. The punt is ready. Dredge a Loam. Flip a bunch of creatures. They, like, straight up can't kill both my things, right? They just, like, don't have enough mana. I guess they have the Mox Diamond. They go, like, land and then have 2 Punishing Fires in hand. Or remove land creature. No, we can, like, Wisp out a creature. Or, like, Wisp plus Plow or whatever. So yeah, they could have a removal spell here. And then we could actually get, like, Resto my Recruiter if they get greedy and don't do it right now. But yeah, but just Summon Jailer there was really dumb into a fetch land. I'm just bad. Now we have mana for our Plow, right? I think we just go get Prelate here. Prelate's really good, especially in game 1. We just, like, overload this board like crazy. Go get Sword of Fire and Ice. Opponent, like, completely unnecessarily just, like, didn't abrupt... Like, because they were 100% abrupt decaying there, there's no point in, like, doing it on my turn when they could just do it on their own. Even if, like, Resto's not on your radar, just, like, your instants don't need to be instants sometimes. I hear the cat's doing something bad in the other room. I should probably go stop them. Is this just lethal? Oh, that was yesterday's quote. Playing around Fleet Wheel. Yeah, playing around the White Haste guy. Alright, well, opponent's doing something here. I need to go fucking check on whatever the hell these cats are doing. Alright, we're back. Opponent has played a Lily. Sure. Discard a Vial. So we just get to, like, take Monarch here now. They're holding up a removal spell or just a blocker? That turn was so bad. I mean, I don't know the rest of the cards in their hand. Maybe they just didn't have anything. Maybe they're just dead. So they do have 2 mana up, notably, here. Go down, kill Recruiter. Or just, like, kill Stoneforge, but I don't know. I mean, they get free discards because they have a loam, right? But I also have, like, 8,000 cards in hand. I did feed the cats. I should know. Oh, yeah, I just jam a Prelate here. That's pretty good. Wow, these cats are being complete terrors right now. It is the worst. Let me just force the removal. Okay, no removal. Cool. So we send... What? Resto at the Lily and these 2 idiots at their face? What the fuck is wrong with these cats? They just like were completely fine, and the second I sit down for the stream, they're now just bouncing off the walls. This guy's actually a curse. Anyway, you know, my opponent can just keep the Lily. I'm just gonna attack their face. Like that. Maybe I wanted to do attack with Recruiter too. Can't think of something that wrecks me. We port armor, yeah, but it doesn't really matter. They're just super dead. I'm gonna wisp this chalice for good measure. Let's turn on my plow. Driving down from Detroit. Nice. Techno Mage. Hope to see you there. So, like, main deck Deluge is, like, the only card that beats me here, and even then, it doesn't beat me. We still have Monarchy versus a Liliana. Yeah, they're just, like, incredibly dead, despite my best efforts of casting my Palace Jailer into the fetch land for no reason. When we could have just, like, started Flicker Wisping my Recruiter for, like, Prelate and stuff. But anyway. It's definitely a matchup where I miss both Surgical and the second pass, but Ballista definitely does pull some weight, so. Bring in 9 cards, so we can cut the Thalias. After we told you to. I think you guys, to me, I think that only happened after I had already played it. Maybe like cutting. Maybe like cutting Mother of Runes isn't like totally correct. Could we like just cut? What if we just do? That still ends up with us shaving 3 moms, and we just have like a single mom in the deck, which seems kind of medium. But that's usually what we cut. I think I usually have a 10th card. Oh yeah, this cage is usually another Surgical to bring in. And then we cut the last mom. I don't know if this is my sideboard plan. Wisp is like not at its best. We want to be like shaving Wisps. Relic Order I've also found to be like pretty weak. Like hits their library if you have it in your hand and then they have library on too, and like that's one of the only scenarios. I could just maybe bring in Relic Order over the Mom, but I've been trying to experiment with like other sideboard plans against this deck. How are you against Grixis Phoenix? Generally unfavored from my limited experience. I know Phil did a exhibition match against it with White Faces. I don't know. I think he was like 2 and 3 against it, but it's basically if they like kill you on, if they make a bunch of Phoenixes on turn 1 or 2, you lose a lot, and if they don't, you win a decent amount of the time. I like Priest. I kind of hate Priest. They board out their Green Suns most of the time. Like, it weaponizes your Wisps, which isn't bad, but Vials aren't nothing either. Let's do that. Also makes like them taking Monarchy from you slightly less bad, because you get to still kill their thing. God, these are the hands that I always keep and then like die to a single Wasteland. But like this hand has a lot of good stuff going for it. Answer to early threats, Recruiter for stuff. Need to hit a couple land drops here. Alright, later. Nice, not a Mox Diamond hand. God, I want to Wasteland this so bad, but it's like, that can't be right, right? They did Mulligan and Scry at the bottom. There's no way Wastelanding here is right. I mean, I guess there is some way that Wastelanding here is correct, but I don't like it. If they, like, just land drop play a Bob, I don't care. I can just kill it, untap. Wasteland, you coward. Man, people always wanted me to try Stone Rain. I think Twitch chats just in general love Wastelanding on turn 1. They just, like, love seeing people completely locked out of playing the game. And, like, that's fair, because I do too. It's very fun. The problem is we want, like, I kept this hand saying, specifically, I really hope I hit some more land drops, and then, like, if we're just gonna blow this land drop Wastelanding. Chalice would be the thing that's bad. They almost always board out Chalice in this matchup. Why lock yourself out of Rip on turn 2? I'm probably not playing Rip on turn 2 is the main reason. You only want to deploy Rip when you have, like, a thing to hit, usually, because they have a lot of Abrupt Decay style effects that can blow up your Rip. Badlands is the worst land. Don't waste your... I can't tell if you're, like, memeing because, like, you know, Badlands, or you're actually serious. Because I think Badlands might be their worst land. Maybe one of their green lands. Taiga might be worse. I'm a Wasteland. My opponent's art is as good as yours, I get. Yeah, I mean, some people do leave in Chalice. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but generally you can, like, just wisp it out of the way and stuff. Oh no, they have better lands. Oh, nice. Never punished in my life. Opponent says, yeah, you got me. Oh, they don't have the 2 lands. We did, in fact, get them. Alright, now we just gotta close as fast as possible, right? I could be porting this, but I don't care about any of the 2s that they play, so I think I just want to, like, run out Ballista and just fucking beat down. Sometimes when they mold a 6 and scry to the bottom, they're land light, and you can just... Oh, they hit a land drop. This is fine. We can kill whatever Bob they... If they play Sylvan, then it's actually, not great for me. P-Fire. That's fine. Now we have a reason to play Rip. Eat the P-Fire. They have a Grove in play. That's the Bob. We'll plow it. Wouldn't most slam this Cataclysm, Stone Rain, right? I wonder if porting is the right decision now. Probably still not. They just, like, don't have Loam. Still have, like, their 3s locked out. Although, the pathing does actually... we're just gonna fucking recruiter for Jailer here. Jailer's just so insane in this matchup. Please play, like, another Bob. Just gimme. Or, like, a Land Knight. I'm not gonna run into this fetch land again. We've learned from our mistakes. Even though it's not the first time I've ran into that. We can leave with his path. I don't really want to path an Arbor, though. I could just like, Jailer go, right? And just have 2 blockers and a path up. Yeah, I figured that one out, guys. Don't worry. I found the line. If you have a path, just attack. I don't really want to path a Dryad Arbor, is the thing. If, like, they manage to, like, Punishing Fire, untap Punishing Fire, attack, then I'll path it. But, like, I think I'm just going to hold on to this path for a more threatening thing. Oh, they didn't even fetch the Arbor. That's not on the agenda, I guess. Now we're gonna start sandbagging our lands for this Kata. Because I'm pretty sure if we just Kata while we're the Monarch, the game just ends. Oh, they got removal. Alright. Everything's dead, but we're also, like, eating up their punishing fires and stuff, so... Slam like a walker. I guess it depends on what walker does on night, sure. Marchesa, oh, that would have been bad for me, yeah. Path to Exile combos with Cataclysm, right? That's how this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, float all my mana, cast Cataclysm, land drop Avenger. I even get to keep the port. What's up, Minifer? Just giving our lone opponent the business here. Will Sarah Avenger be an endgame? This is brutal. Accurate. This is incredibly rude. Just wait until we cast our, Oh no, my Roshan port. Oh wait, never mind. I feel like they wanted to wasteland my Roshan port, but okay. Questions life choices that brought me here. I don't know whether or not wastelanding this port. Cataclysm's a great card, Negator. Who doesn't love Cataclysm? Also, my opponent is much better at hitting land drops than me drawing 2 cards a turn. There we go. Just don't mind me. No one recovers from the second Cataclysm. Doesn't look like my opponent's recovering very well from the first. Hey, look at that. That's almost a land, right? It's not a situation where you can complain equity. I can complain all I want. This is my stream. Hey, there we go. Hit a Vial, hit a land. Life's great. Play second Sarah Avenger. Opponent has nothing. Sarah Avenger is the strongest Avenger. Probably even not even my Magic Standards. Avenger's Zenda card's like a 5/5, right? Yeah, I heard Shazam was good. I guess I did hear it literally from Basic Blades in the chat. No, there was like I think it's coming out next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the one after. But there was like a special showing last weekend. Imagine how much complete equity LSV gets if he loses another PG top pick because of the London Mulligan. Oh man, that Life from the Loam looking pretty bad. The sports state is bringing together a remarkable group of people. Avenger did win us the end game there. Although, like, wet paper bag could have won us that end game at that point. After our opponent got Armageddoned. Right. Needed game so I can stay far away from superhero movies for a while. It is going to be kind of interesting what happens post-Endgame, right? Like, it's, like, legitimately the end of an era. Like, there's, like, Marvel Phase 3 or whatever, Phase 4, I forget, but it's kind of weird. Surprise trilogy, please no. I heard the runtime is supposed to be 3, like, just straight up 3 hours for Endgame. I'm just like, ugh. Dead Gone is our opponent. This hand seems aggressively medium. Double Wisp. Awkward. Time travel seems likely. Yeah, they have to come up with some way to save everybody, right? Oh, this hand's much better. There's an app that tells you the best time to pee in movies. Oh, man. Oh, Red Prison, nice. The more beatable of prisons. 3-ball, huh? Let me just port their tomb here. So we can have 4 mana next turn. Yeah, Scumbag Badass Skull always here. It wasn't even the top card, it's right at the bottom, was second from the top. Like a jerk. We could also just, like, Wasteland port, but we don't have a land to follow up, so it could get a little awkward after that. If we play Thalia, they go, like, land Chandra, we're in a pretty bad spot. Yeah, I feel like Waste plus port buys me a lot of time. If they had a soul land, they would have played it, probably. Unless they don't have a 3. Maybe they have, like, Cydia Traders. I don't hate Waste plus porting. Like, we do have a lot more lands in the deck, but I was, like, locking myself into this Trinosphere. But, like, Waste plus port probably is the most viable line. Thalia's... Yeah, Thalia's a lot more dangerous. We could probably lose. We kind of want to stall the game more. We have a bunch of, like, white cards that we can't cast. Kind of agree. Oh, no, that's not the Wasteland. This Wasteland isn't casting anything. I mean, it was casting the Thalia. I don't think it's terribly risky. We have, like, what, 21 other lands in the deck? Oh no. Immediately punished. Rabble. Do I, like, draw the tomb or something? I'm playing a Chalice on one? I feel like they're trying to cast a Chalice on one here, right? The Returning Sphere? Yeah. Lose to Chandra, so waste port. Are we gonna do it again this turn, though? Like, we just drew another Wasteland. Do we just run it back? Opponent has 3 cards in hand now. They gotta be running out of lands, right? Like, if I did it last turn, it's probably correct to do it this turn, right? Because, like, absolutely nothing has changed. Except there's a Chalice in play, which doesn't affect anything. I'm gonna run it back. Hope they run out of soul lands. Yeah, exactly. I was a little scared when they played the soul land there. I was like, if they just, like, rabble me and I don't have a land, this could go very south very quickly. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we don't go. If it's good one time, gotta be good again. I don't know how good it was. Yeah, opponent's just way better at hitting land drops than we are. But, like, the Thalia line is also pretty bad here, since my opponents continually hit land drops. Like, they could have cast this Chandra, like, at basically any point. And we need to draw just a land for this Revoker, and we should be in an okay spot. Okay is obviously relative. Opponent has a lot more permanence than we do. Rabble time. Land? Tomb. Is a land. It's kind of an unfortunate land, but... we gotta play this and hope they have nothing. We draw like another land, we can Batter Skull after. Assuming that their hand is actual nothing relevant. They punch me for 5. We hope to God that we were Batter Skull off the top here. Did I say rip Batter Skull? I might rip a land. So how dead are we? We play Thalia here. We go to 6. They can attack me and deal me 5. We'll be at 1. The Tomb will be turned off, and they'll have 2 2/2s and a 1/1. The answer just vary, but like... yeah, I think we're just dead. Get him. Because now our Ancient Tomb's turned off, we can't play the Batter Skull next turn, we're just like dead on board. If we draw a land to play another thing, we'd have to block all 3 goblins, lose the Revoker, and then we just die. Yeah, if they don't summon with the War Boss, we might actually be able to live. But there's like no way they don't just turn everything sideways here. Putting me to 1 is just like almost impossible to lose from that board state. Turns off my Tomb. There's no way they don't just like attack all. Yup. They had a 4th attacker too. No, 1 turn too late. Last turn, I think we might have won with this Batter Skull. I think we probably do just win with the Batter Skull. There we go. Go out on my own terms. Can we flicker a token to live? No, we can't, right? They have 4 attackers? A Spirit Guide? Yeah, if we block with a Rover, we lose because the Chandra pings us. If only we top deck Terminus. We couldn't even cast it. There was a Trinosphere in play. So yeah, drawing a White Source is actually an out pre-Simeon Spirit Guide, notably. Bring in these things. Important 8 cards. Cuts are... Bestow Angel seems pretty good in this matchup. Doubling up on your ETBs. What do I usually cut in this matchup? Like, the Thalias and the Moms is a clean cut, but like I don't know if that's the play. think it might be. Maybe, like, not getting cheats by Sulfur is better, so just, like, cut the X ones instead of cutting Avengers, like I've been doing in the past. Avenger doesn't block Rabblemaster as well as, like, a Thalia does, and Mother of Runes definitely has additional text. I think some of what I've been doing is cut 2 Moms, cut all the Thalias, and cut 2 Avengers. But I think Avenger might be better than Mom, maybe not. Just so you don't get, like, cheesed out of games by Sulfur Elemental. Keep in 2 Thalias and shave some Wisps. Wisp always seems important to me. Just, like, punch through a bridge lock. But yeah, I don't hate just this. I'll just run it like that. Maybe surviving the early game is more important than, like, beating the bridge lock nowadays. So, like, you keep in Thalias as blockers better than Flicker Wisps. Definitely haven't, like, played against enough Red Prison. Gonna go die in Sekiro a bunch, I guess. That's what I've been doing in my downtime. Sand's probably a keep. Maybe we have, like, Relic Order, 2 Judgments, and a bunch of Wisps to beat, and Ballista and 2 Prelates, I guess, as, like, quote-unquote, answers to bridge. Yeah, it could be that the matchup has changed with 8 Rabbles enough that, like, you die more to, like, their aggressive Rabblemaster starts than you do to, like, the bridge locks nowadays. So, like, you want to hedge your bets there. Chalice on 1 me. Deal. Especially pitching a Rabblemaster. 3 cards left in hand. Maybe Stoneforge 4 here, just Batterskull probably. Yeah. Oh, wait, they just have nothing? Jeez. Alright, they're super dead. How greedy is it to just Relic Ward this Chrome Mox? Did they F6 in their turn, or do they just actually have nothing after this? What did they do with the Scry? They scryed 1 to the bottom. Had turn 1 Chalice and then nothing. I'm kind of feeling like I want to Relic Ward this Chrome Mox. But I also kind of want to get them dead and just, like, fucking Batterskull them. But, like, we can also just Relic Ward the Chrome Mox, next turn Batterskull plus Port. I'm gonna Relic Ward the Chrome Mox. Yeah, see, now they're just incredibly dead. The game has now ended. That land is actually terrible. Unless they want to, like, flash in, unless they want to, like, cast Kozilek's Return or something, because we can just port the city and the mountain still. We have 2 ports. Concede? Nope. So they have Sulfur doesn't even do anything here. Like, it blocks, it, like, trades with Stoneforge, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna let them cast their spell here. Yeah, Kozilek's Return makes more sense. Because at least that gets them their Chrome Mox back, too. They have to play a land. Yeah, there we go. They have the relevant 3 here? Like a bridge, huh? I only got Judgment for that. Legacy is cool, Jim Miles. I agree. Oh, Jesus. Poor opponent. I will vote for Ensnaring Bridge. What would you like to vote for? Opponent could have, like, a braid here to stay alive. Otherwise, they are just stone dead. Nope. Alright, cool, we win. Alright, winning on the play is a little bit trickier. Or winning on the draw is a little bit trickier. If opponent rolled a 6 and had an awkward hand that game, so it was, like, very free. I think I was gonna CJ the bridge even if I didn't draw Wasteland. Just like get them dead. They're at 8 life. I just want to kill them rather than like port them and make sure like try to have them drop to hand size. If they just hit some land drops, could get a little awkward. I just want to beat them to death. Putting them to 4 also like minimizes the tomb even if we don't draw the Wasteland. Anyway. Maybe we want to, like, shave. Like, shaving 1 Wisp for Athalia feels really weird. Shaving 2 Wisps for Athalia feels like maybe I'm lacking in... maybe we have enough. How many answers to bridge do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Resto's kind of a 6. Walking Ballista's a 7th. Prelates are kind of answers. How's Resto been? Oh, we played it for... This is the second game match this league. It was good against 4-color loam, but... Oh, you could just like hit some more land drops, do it on 7 mana, double port them. Yeah, I don't think it really mattered. I think they were very, very dead at that point. They had exactly a braid. They get to live a little bit longer. We have like Stoneforge for the sword and stuff, but like 2 Thalias, 2 Wisps. Yeah, I mean Jailer isn't an answer to bridge, right? It's just like it digs you 2 cards a turn towards your bridge or towards your actual bridge answers. This is the first game. I don't know. This is game 3, match 2 right now. Man, this hand feels like it's not super great. If you find the answer, if they hit you, it's an answer. Yeah, I think good red prison players won't hit you when you have the bridge in play until they just kill you with an army of goblins. Thanks for the good luck. Sand feels like it's like... I mean, obviously, 5-landers always feel like they're 1 spell away from being reasonable, because then it's a 4-lander, and then it's actually, like, you have more things to do, but, like, this hand doesn't suck, but yeah, this hand is, not good enough. I don't think, especially because my opponent also mulliganed. This hand also sucks balls. I really dislike its path, yeah. The one of path was awkward there. This hand sucks to the Batter Skull and the Cataclysm are not good in our opener. We just don't want to see them. I wonder if Cataclysm's even like right to board in against Red Prison anymore. It's like you can already beat Bridge so many times, like mostly only to kill Chandra's. I wonder if it, like we don't even need Cataclysm against Red Prison anymore. It just like feels like it's almost a different matchup now. They board out Blood Moon. He should, yeah. Usually they board out Blood Moons. It's like that's not really my concern. But like if we use our turns mana dialing, this hand's like just very weak. I think I'd rather have like a reasonable 5. This is a reasonable 5 that's gonna die to a Rabble Master. But if we just like wasteland my opponent a couple times, we probably just need to keep this. Oh yeah, Cataclysm qualifies as a bridge answer. That's fair. We have a lot of bridge answers. Just like don't rabble me, please. This feels like it has to be rabble, right? Just like 3-ball me. Oh, Blood Moon, sure. This is amazing. Thank God. Good thing we didn't keep that 6. No! Yes! Probably just goes on 4. 4 means it dies to Kozilek's turn, which we have seen, but like 4 turning off Chandra and Fiery Confluence is probably more important than the X amount of man, do we even Prelate here? Opponent's missing land drops. We could just Stoneforge now. Bait out the K return, just go get Batterskull. Batterskull even right here? Maybe I don't want Sword right now. Prelate helps our... No, we actually can't curve. We don't have triple white to, like, Prelate into Mystic plus Avenger. I think I want a Mystic. Question is, what do I want a Mystic for? It's Prelate if you draw planes. You can double spell? Yeah, it's like a little specific. We also draw like a different 2-drop and double spell. It's just like, I think we want to get equipment online more than we want to lock my opponent out if they're uncastable 4-drops. Stoneforge into Sorted Up Avenger. Yeah, Sorted Up Avenger seems... I think I do want Sword here, and I think I do want to play Stoneforge right now. I think Sword's better than Batterskull. We're just, like, not under the gun at all. Sword answers, They could have, like, Bridge, in which case we want a Jite, but... Ooh, do they have a 4? Oh, that's not a 4 that Prelate stops. I think you want Avenger in play before equipment next turn. Opponent has no cards in hand, so we could just suit up the Stoneforge right now, right? That protects it from getting shocked. How much is this shock? 3 mana? Never mind. We're just going to play Avenger and pass, I think. It's a little awkward that we can't play Avenger and activate the Stoneforge to put in my sword. If we draw a land, we can just cast the sword next turn, though. It's also a little awkward that these Thopters just, like, chump block. We also recruit something. We don't have any moms in the deck, though, so we can't, like, curve. I don't think anything really wants to be recruited. Avenge it up. Also, I guess we couldn't even play a mom. They have a Chalice. Your line obviously is way better now. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously, like, hard to play around everything, right? Like, some lines are always going to be better against some things. And I feel like an idiot with a Prelate in play versus a P and K. But obviously, if they had played, like, a Chandra there, I would have felt like an idiot, right? With their 4 mana, if they just, like, slammed a Chandra. Probably still goes on 4 because Fiery Confluence still shatters my sword. I mean, a Braid does too, but like they've already used one Braid. Just gonna pop the Stoneforge, so I can't equip next turn without a land. Never didn't have it. Recruited Jailer. I'm probably like recruiting an answer to Wit or to Bridge, right? That was Resto been performing. Resto's been okay the one time we've cast it so far. If I ping this P and no, it doesn't matter. I'm pinging this P and K. I'm gonna throw the Chalice at me. They could concede. I think I just want to recruit Relic Order here to beat a Bridge. Could recruit Ballista. Ballista beats a Bridge pretty well. Just Relic Order. Seems I like didn't even want to play the Recruiter there. I just like play Recruiter and find Wisp and Wisp it. Yeah, they're just dead. Cool. We did it! Turns out they really can't win unless they have like their aggressive multiple Rabble Master starts against you. Not keeping in Moon would be a good step one. I have heard some people say that like Trinisphere is worse than Moon. Usually only when they're on the draw though. Like you cut Magus and Trinisphere before you cut Moons, according to some people, and like you don't have more than like 8 cards to bring in. But I do think that Trinisphere is probably better than Moon, at least on the play, if not also on the draw. Moon protecting your mana base isn't nothing. Like turning off the ports and wastelands. Play Scab Clan. I think Moon is probably better than Scab Clan in the matchup. Like they're like an 18 land deck or something, right? 18, 19, something like that. Like you can just wasteland Rashad Port, put some pressure on them. So like Blood Moon to defensively like just protect your mana base, let you hit land drops isn't the worst thing in the world, and I think it's probably better than a hasty Grey Ogre, right? I recognize this username. Ugh. This isn't even a good one-land Vial hand. We just like have a bunch of equipment in the opener. Ugh. This hand's a lousy 6, but is it keepable? Do we just like do we just pray they're a deck that like Source of Plowshares is actually reasonable against? Get wrecked by goblins. Are they gobos? Is that what they're playing? I think I like this hand more than I like a 5. We have like Port and Wasteland to bridge the gap. God. Do we just go all in on like Plow being good because that's the only way we win this matchup? Or do we probably scratch to the bottom to find like actual cheap things to cast? Oh man, Denial is good, yeah. Volcanic Island, alright. Delver? Yeah, the Bloodstained Mire Volcanic just means Delver, right? Could mean Grixis, could mean blue-red. Blue-red sometimes plays like the one of red fetch. I kind of just want to wasteland this. They didn't shuffle on the Ponder, so they're probably hitting their land drop. Like, we also have Port for that. Sneak and Show or Storm is possible too. Sneak and Show is definitely not playing Mire. And Storm's not going to be fetching Volk turn 1. Unless they're like trying to bait the Wasteland super hard. Yeah, exactly. Grixis Delver or Blue-Red. I'm going to wasteland this. I think our hand is bad enough that we kind of want to buy some time. I think I like it more than porting. To not give access to like them casting a Brainstorm on the off chance they don't have any land drops. As is Storm? Huh. Just gonna get stormed, I guess. Why'd they fetch the Volcanic? Oh, because they're Tess. Okay. That makes more sense on the fetch Volcanic. But it also looks like we're just dead, so my choices didn't matter. Just gonna get emptied. I guess we had top deck Stoneforge Mystic. Come on. No whammies. 4 out of 53. Let's go. Please refer to my previous comment. Gonna get wrecked by goblins. Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense. Oh. Where's that beautiful swamp from? Mirage, it looks like? Strife with the technically correct misdirection. Why didn't I scoop? After I didn't draw the Stoneforge? Oh. Alright. So this is a matchup where your graveyard hate sucks a lot. I mostly just bring in Surgical for a Mize, but I just like don't even think boarding in like Cage or Rip is right. It's mostly like you're leaning on stuff like Chalice. How Loose to Storm. Turn 2 Thalia equals GG. I mean, you don't always have the turn 2 Thalia, right? Especially on the play. Or not on the play, especially in game 1. You just like don't know it's Storm, and then you just die because you didn't keep a Thalia. Also, specifically, tests can just go off before the Thalia happens. Testing this build. Does this build just mean like playing a Restoration Angel? If so, then yes, we are testing this build. We've been playing a Cage for a while. It's been like medium plus. Resto has been, I think of mulligan until you hit Thalia. I mean, in post-board games, that's more or less the plan. You mulligan until you hit your hate and hope they don't kill you before you play it. I guess Avenger's better than Resto. Resto can, like, protect your things in play. Resto Prelate and stuff. Yeah, I think Resto might be, like, marginally better than Sarah Avenger, but, like, that's not a decision that really... Not really a decision point that matters. This looks fine. Maybe I'm supposed to like just bring in Cage. Yeah, no. There's like never Past in Flames you as Tess. Love to play first. Oh. Chalice on 1's still better against Tess, right? They have extra zeros, but like Chalice on 1 is still the play here, right? If only we had a Crypt. Especially on turn 1. Especially like turn 1 Chalice on 1 is like way better than Chalice on 0. Does turn off my Surgical Extraction, but like I said like 5 seconds ago, Surgical is not exactly a good card in this matchup. Is Patrick triggered? Just gonna Stoneforge for the Batter Skull. So the concern is that this Chalice is the only thing stopping us from dying, and they could just Echoing Truth kill me, but like, we can't play around it, so we're just going to pass this turn. And hope we don't get Echoing Truth and die. We literally can't cast anything here besides G-Tan. I'd rather put in Powder Skull, so I will pass the turn and hope we get to live. Alright, good sign. They also could just have nothing. Like, they kept a hand that, like, was going to turn 1 me and then we Chalice on 1 to them. That is also a possibility. Infernal Tutor. Resolves. Might be a surgical target, assuming they answer this Chalice at some point. What point do we flicker our Chalice and put it on 0? Probably just, like, never, right? by you using my likeness as a command with my permission or compensation. Discards therapy. Command exclamation point SC split. Get surgical other tutors to see how good it is. Well, we can't surgical tutors right now because we have a chalice on one. Because we can cast the GTA, gets an extra damage in this turn. It's like GTA is the only castable in our hand, so. We can also not cast it and be at more life to not get tendrils. I think we want to GTA them. Oh, we can surgical the tutors and see how good the surgical. I get it. I misread your jesting statement. They just like empty me. There's like no way we can lose to that. They have to like what, like Adnaz or Tutor Chain here or something? Which they could do. You can definitely, like, Storm can beat a Chalice on one, especially just given infinite time. Wow. Double LED hit to start. Chrome Mox. Infernal Tutor that we can't surgical. Looks like we might be dead. Opponent seems like a lot more proficient at this than I am, so I'm just gonna let them do their thing. We can't stop them. I think we're just getting tendrils here for like 8 million. Yeah, that's what it looks like. If I could have like flickered my Chalice Boy, I think I would have last turn, but like we just didn't actually have a second white source. Especially because we have surgical for their Infernal Tutor there. Damping Sphere. Yeah, Damping Sphere is another card we could play. But just like the test matchup's not very good, regardless of what Storm Hate you're playing. Like sometimes you just like draw the sometimes you have some like clunkers. We kept the hand hoping like Chalice was good enough, and then like Chalice wasn't good enough. Storm can definitely beat a Chalice. Storm can beat most single hate cards that you have in play and give them infinite time. But I've generally just mostly liked playing a pile of Chalice of the Voids, because I just really like Chalice of the Voiding Miracles players. Thorn and Sphere Resistance are probably both better than Damping Sphere. I mean, I don't know. Damping Sphere has the addition of, like, being Stormate as well as side-hating the big mana decks, right? Sphere of Resistance, Thorn of Amethyst are exceptionally narrow. Being, like, only, like, combo decks, like, mainly Storm and, like, kind of Sneak and Show. Storm can't beat a Chalice on 1 and 2. I mean, they probably can, honestly. Like, if you give them enough time, they can beat it, right? Just like a bunch of rocks, a bunch of 0 mana things, and then empty the Warrens or whatever. Anyway, opponents on the play. Am I keeping this hand? This hand is medium, but good enough to keep. What's the opponent doing? So, like, Miracles? Could be like Sneak. It doesn't change our turn 1 play of Plains Pass or Plains Aether Vial. Seems like an Island Sneak and Show would play. This feels like kind of a Miracles Island. I guess the Delta, though. No, they might be more. Oh, nope. They are, in fact, Miracles. Just gonna slam Stoneforge. Just slam cards into counterbalance and hope they don't blind flip me a bunch. How's the stream to how close is the stream to finishing? We're 2 matches away, but one of them is Miracles that we just started, so. Pack it up, yeah, right. Like the blind flip counterbalances are just like, all right, well, you just lose. We're suddenly just colossally behind. It's like casting Flicker Wisp. You can cast Revoker and name Jace so they can't Jace me without plowing, and if they plow, they can't cast their AK. No, it just means this matchup's gonna take a while. Assuming, yeah, this matchup generally just like takes a long time. I think I like Revoker here more. I've had enough of this game. Let's play some sideboard games against this deck. Doug SRS, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Also, I missed follow from, I think that was Sarah in the chat. It's a bunch of Chinese characters, but I think the Twitch chat said like Sarah or something. So yeah, thanks for the follows. Oh, also, I think it was Luanil that donated the 700 bits. Was that you, Luanil? We never drew Res to Beast against our last opponent, so we're gonna board it in this time. This counterbalance good for 7 taxes. I hope my opponent leaves it in. Is D&T well positioned right now? Tough to say. I never like phrases like well positioned because it tells people that I know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll board in the... So Luanil donated like 700 bits earlier to make me board in Rest in Peace against Miracles. And we didn't draw it last time, so I'm dedicated to boarding it in until we draw it against Miracles at least. Oh, is this like an actual known Miracles player? Okay. Also, Buster KC, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. And Aisha9, thanks for the 3 bits. What's up, Static? Anyway, what do I do? Cut these. Cut a land. Why do I have so many cards? I guess because the Ballista I don't usually board in, and the Rip I don't usually board in, so I have like 2 cards extra. Because the Ballista was a path, and the recipes I just don't bring in. I like Surgical Landsmere. I mean, I don't like Surgical, and I don't like Rip. I don't like either of them. I'm doing these because I was donated to incentivize me to board in this Rest in Peace. Did we cut a Revoker? Maybe we cut all the plows. Maybe on the play we can cut all the plows, and I can figure out what to do on the draw later. Probably cut Jite. Like this. Maybe not. We'll have to cut for the rest. The Brightling. Trying out Resto today. Counterbalance and Chalice are fun and interactive. Agreed. Counterbalance is just one-sided Chalice. Cards OP. Stop drawing Battle Skull my openers. This hand is medium. This Battle Skull just loves being in my opening hand today. And doesn't feel like a Miracles beating hand. Yeah, I agree. Just hate mulliganing against Miracles. Hey, the one of Plow and our Chalice combo. Storm opponent has 2 Massacres? Wow, that's rude. I think we're bottoming this. I don't think I want a second Stoneforge. And it's much better. Yeah, we have a Chalice in it. This doesn't feel like a thing's beat. Yeah, that's mostly how I felt. It felt like a hand of, like, reasonable magic cards and a Banner Skull. But, like, it didn't feel like a hand that was going to be winning games against Miracles. Those usually involve having, like, Chalices and Vials. If you feel bad for the Storm player dying to their Adnos, you're doing it wrong. I agree with that. So my opponent could have Disenchant here. Does that mean I want to Prelate on one? Just, like, also put a Prelate on, or, like, put Prelate on the stack, put it on one, or put it on two if it resolves, and they could have, like, Council's Judgment. If only they had Spell Pierce. Weren't they tapped out? They cast a Ponder. Alternatively, I could also just, like, cast Stoneforge and grab my Sword of Fire and Ice. But I like Stoneforge plus Port next turn. I think I'm playing this Prelate. I'll put it on the stack and see what they do. Force it. Alright, well, now I don't need to make decisions. Nice. Did I, like, draw the Force this turn or something? Because I feel like you snap off forcing a Chalice. Sure. Dang, I was hoping for Windmill Slam Mentor. Ooh, they just miss. I am feeling that. Cast a Brainstorm here? Nope. Sweet deal. There's no way in hell I am slamming the sword and jamming into an open white mana. Maybe there was incentive to, like, actually port this Plains this turn. So I could just, like, slam this Sword of Fire Ice. I think I might actually want to play Avenger here. And then maybe actually port the Plains next turn. I don't know, like, porting them out of their Sorcery Speed cantrips is so good. But you should. That's so greedy. Just slam sword, equip attack. That's, like, insanely greedy. I think I want to play Avenger here over... Yeah, I do think that porting the island is better overall. YOLO the sword is definitely not what I'm doing. It's just a question of, do I want to put in the sword, or do I want to just cast Avenger? I think it's, I guess it's attack first. Obviously, overcommitting is bad if they, like, Terminus me, but they definitely don't have anything set up. I say that, so now we're guaranteed to get blind Terminus next turn after I port their blue source instead of the white. Yeah, if we draw a land, we could, like, play an equip to Avenger, and if they plow that, it's whatever. We get the sword in play. I think now I'm just attacking with Avenger, putting the sword into play. Passing. Do I want to recruit here? What do I recruit? Jailer? Just, like, just slam the door? I don't know if I like recruiting. Kind of like getting sword into play, honestly. What am I recruiting for here? Probably just Jailer, right? Could recruit, like, Prelate. Prelate on 1. Or Prelate on 6. Jailer's probably the option. They're, like, so far behind that I just want to bury them. They have 7 non-lands in hand, so, like, we do actually kind of need card advantage, assume that they get out of here. Yeah, I think I like porting and sitting with sword more than I like recruiting. Recruiting's more mana efficient, though. Give another prelate. Yeah, we have a second prelate on the sideboard. I think I'm gonna put in the sword. I don't like overcommitting like too much either. Yeah, sword is also a source of card advantage. Forces them to just like plow this stone forge here. Discard Snapcaster Range. See, we just drew Jailer. Why even cast Recruiter? There's like a 0% chance they don't have a plow. Yeah, shocker. Must be nice. So if I jam, we could just jam Jailer, not equip. Kind of like that. Like, don't play into the second plow. They're at 8. Yeah, they force it. Makes sense. That's fine. I feel like they're losing a lot of equity if they don't have a plow, like by just not killing this Avenger. Are they just like praying they hit a land? Because they're literally dead if they don't hit this land. They're just actual Dobbs. Wow, never punished. They do have to fetch a Tundra though, so like kind of punished. Probably doesn't have plow. I guess that makes sense if you're just actually dead. Tigger Wit, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. What do I want now? Just like Flicker Wisps. Not punished for playing to his out. I guess punish isn't the right word. Could just grab Prelate, honestly. Prelate might be better than... Yeah, I'll grab Prelate. Thalia? Yeah, Thalia's not nothing either. Recruiting Recruiter, I considered it. I think I'd rather recruit a Wisp in that scenario. Could have a Disenchant here. I think I want to Prelate on 1. And just plan on having lethal next turn, assuming no, Disenchant. Prelate on 1, turn off two-thirds of my hand. I'm gonna port the white source now. They already have blue. They have to, like, if this forces the Disenchant now, I don't, like, walk into it. Target Disenchant, draw the land. They don't, they just die, so cool. Yeah. Sweet, we did it. You play around too much. What is Oh, it's just like you wanted to just jam with Recruiter there rather than playing Prelate? I don't think it's playing around anything. I think it's just like killing them, right? The Recruiter isn't lethal. So like setting up lethal next turn anyway by playing the Prelate on one. You could do both. Oh, by like attacking instead of porting. Like equipping instead of porting, maybe. Dirty McGurdy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Still haven't drawn our rest in peace for Luanil's sake. Anyway, gotta find a better sideboarding plan, I think. I think I want 2 plows in the deck. Port is such a bad deal, so of course I'm gonna... Yeah, two mana for 1 mana. What a terrible rate. Just like, I don't know, it feels like way too many cards for Miracles. It's like I'm boarding out a bunch of good cards. It's like this fucking rest in peace. Like a bunch of reasonable cards, I guess. I wouldn't call like GTA and Avenger good in this matchup. Maybe I do cut the GTA and just draw 2 Squires in the late game. Feels really bad. Yeah, let's cut the GTA. Run like that. Ooh, a hand with Vial. This is just like a good hand. Snap, keep this one. Yeah, cantrips. They can't spell pierce me, Patrick. Oh man, and with your Cataclysm? Hot dog. With the Preordain. They top-bottomed, so not like digging for a land here. Necessarily. Opponent getting all their ones out of the way. We don't have a Chalice this time, so... Soldier is good to get versus like everyone these days. I mean, a lot of people are playing a bunch of Spell Pierces nowadays. Ooh, does that change anything? Play Recruiter, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to jam Thalia more than I want to port here. Doesn't walk into a whole lot, and like our Vial on 2 still has something to do next turn. I'm just gonna like plow the Thalia here. Mentor, alright. A little scarier. Might have to Recruiter for Jailer now. So we can Recruiter for... Well, we can't... I guess we can't quite Recruiter for Ballista. Vial's not on the right number. Don't have anything at 2 mana that can kill a Mentor. That would be impressive. No fear, no respect. I'm not just, like, dead this Mentor either. The question is, do I want to, like, port or do I want to cast this Recruiter for something? I don't think so, because next turn we can still just Vial in the Recruiter and go get Jailer or Ballista or whatever anyway. So I think I'd rather just... porting feels bad, though. Because I imagine they have a Plow in their hand, and if I port them, they're just going to upkeep Plow the Thalia. It's like, I want to develop a card, I think. Rather than try to use a probably futile Rashadan port. Yeah, porting feels really weak in the face of this Mentor here. I'm going to stick for GTA. Yeah, we actually cut the GTA. Also, we couldn't like play equip it anyway, 'cause the thing in play is a Thalia. We play 4 plow and not 10, right? They always have it. You basically play 10 plow. Always cast 3 cantrips. If they got 2 spell, we just lose. That's not true. We can just clear the jailer. If they just like cast ponder into whatever, we can like recruit up a. I think I might recruit a jailer. Jailer's scary if they can like go off with some guys. Oh, we could just cast the sword. Violet and Stoneforge cast the sword. I don't hate that line. Cast Kata, curve recruiter into jailer. It's like not the most insane thing. Oh yeah, we can't cast Cataclysm, never mind. Actually, don't hate the play sword line. Just like Tomb, Violent, Stoneforge, cast the sword. That one's better than recruiting. Yeah, we'll go for it. Immediately punished by swapping a sword for a, or swapping the GTA for a sword here. Or, yeah, for Swords to Plowshares. We're not blocking, so we're attacking. That's how this works, right? Plowthalia, cantrip. Yep. Which is why I kind of want to just ballista it, rather than like jailering it, because they get like up to 3 monks here. Ooh, only 2 monks. Oh, disenchant the vial. That's pretty punishing. That's one of the things I was concerned about by not casting the recruiter this turn. You could play plus equip next turn. Now he knows it's coming. Yeah, I might have wanted to play recruiter there. I kind of liked this play though. Yeah, if what, Ballista for 1 doesn't do anything. We have equip plus recruiter. Seems like fine. Don't quite have equip plus just cast Cataclysm. That'd be insane. We'll see how next turn goes. This Cataclysm waiting in the wings could definitely do something. Equip just forces a block with a monk. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, another tomb for the Catablow. That would be insane. We just had a second ancient tomb. Just fucking get him. Another weird turn. Could just like grab another Thalia with Recruiter too and not equip. I think that's a good plan though, because I think I want to recruit an answer to this Mentor. The issue being that Ballista is not a good answer to the Mentor, because if I tutor for it, they know I have it, so they'll leave up spells to trigger Prowess. We can play a 3/3 Ballista. Yeah, equipping off Tomb is probably the plan. It's probably equip off Tomb, attack, and then cast Recruiter. It's just a question of what am I getting. It's probably just Ballista. Force them to like play awkwardly, and then hopefully like we can line up Cataclysm. Yeah, Ballista's fine. It's not great. Block, sure. Let's see if it resolves first. And then I can attack, right? Clock. We have 10 minutes. It's game 3. Like, I'm tanking. My opponent has used a lot less time than me, obviously, but, like, I got 25 minutes. I'll use them. I like thinking about these lines. Miracles matches are fun. Just pass here makes me feel weird. This is why, like, Ballista was scary. Prepare first not to not give away as your only spell this turn. Oh, okay. That makes some sense. So what's the play here? Hardcast Force. Could be Hardcast Force. Could be a lot of things. Snap Plows, like multiple spells. 4 stops our attack. Yeah, I don't know how much our attack matters though. That's the other thing. I think it mattered more than like bluffing. Like if our recruiter's getting forced, we're like are just hugely far behind. Swing and see what happens in combat. I just like cast 2 spells and eat the Stoneforge, right? I guess that makes the Ballista easier to eat the Mentor. Because it'll have damage marked on it. If they have a counter for the Ballista, we're just dead anyway. That's why I love playing D&T each game. Yeah, these are the games that I really like. These are the games that are like very, very complex. You just got like a lot of play to them. A tag with Stoneforge might be the right line. I could leave left up 5 mana. It's just so scary. We have so many cards. If it counters Ballista, counter probably resolves. Yeah, we have to cast the counter next turn, but it's not nothing. I'm gonna attack with Stoneforge, I think. Just block. Interesting. What does that mean? Could have nothing? Yeah. Could have nothing. 3 cards in hand. Disenchant is a disaster. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like I want to cast a spell here, right? There is, like, just the hardcast force option, in which case, like, casting nothing's really good for me. We're past the point of porting a land and casting a 2/2 Ballista. I could just, like, cast Revoker. I don't just, like, casting a Revoker. If they, like, hardcast force it, then I can play, like, Ballista on 2 or whatever. Yeah, cast Revoker. Exactly. May have force. Yeah, exactly. My thought is that, like, Force of Will's a possibility here. Yeah, pass sucks because I think about hardcast force, which is why I kind of want to just play Revoker. And if that resolves, then I probably just pass. Like, maybe land. I don't want to play this land. Because I think I want to be able to try to set up post-Cataclysm. I think the play at least involves casting this Revoker. Off the Tomb? Yeah, maybe tapping this Tomb anyway. What does this mean? I think this just means pass and port at this point. Does he have nothing? Does he just actually have nothing? There's Prelate. Porting stops land plus Terminus. Well, that's also true. I can endure 6. Do I just attack with Stoneforge again? They can just, like, cast a spell and chump block, but I also get to, like, follow up with Prelate on 1 or something. Probably has a Jace. If they had a Jace, they could just cast it and get a Mentor trigger. Like, it's not nothing. If they had a Jace, they would have played it last turn. Yeah, I think the play is swing. I guess I am burning a lot of time now. These past couple of turns have been pretty decision intensive. Yeah, there's something. Disenchant. Alright. Well, now we can probably try our Ballista plan, right? I guess he doesn't have to block, right? But we can Ballista for 3 here and try to kill it. Maybe that's the play now. They have 2 cards in hand. We can just, like, try to kill it in upkeep. Unless counterspell. Yeah, if they have counterspell, we're pretty fucked, but I think I want to kill those in upkeep with only 2 cards in their hand. Or at least try to kill it in upkeep. Hey, we did it! We successfully navigated our... Oh, wow, game's just over. We did it! Guess they did have, like, oh yeah, opponent shows hand of just actual all lands. Jesus. We're just, like, playing around them having the world, and they're just like, God, I hope they just don't kill me because my hand is full of lands. Sometimes they have nothing. Yeah, sometimes they do have nothing. I think most of our lines there are, like, pretty reasonable. I could buy, like, the like, super initial line back when the Mentor was, like, had just resolved, was maybe play the Recruiter. One of the thoughts I did have was, like, if they blow up my Vial, then we don't get to just, like, Recruiter for the answer for the Mentor immediately. That was for everyone who said pass with 5 mana. Yeah, exactly. I think playing the Revoker is probably a fine line. Because it kind of hedges our bets. It develops more on the board. We don't want to jam one of our, like, actually good cards into what could, like, legitimately be just, like, a Force of Will. And if they have nothing, like, the Stoneforge is making a lot of headway. And if they tap, like, for the Disenchant like they did, then it paves the way for us, like, being able to resolve the Revoker better. Or resolve the Ballista better. Lost game 1. Won games 2 and 3. Right. 4-1 potential. We are 3-1. It's my favorite record to be. Because there's no pressure on this last match. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Looking like Dead Guy Ale. I think we lost our... Did we lose our third round, too, like we did with Dead Guy? Force of Will. Nope. Bloodstained Mire. Alright. This could be horrifying or decent for us. Looks like horrifying. Looks like we're just getting red-blacked. Fun, fun. Getting the old turn 1 Grizzle branded. Both teams tried hard. They already know I'm on Death and Taxes from my turn 1 Plains Aether Vial. So is there a point to not conceding here? Or... No, I'll let them have their fun. If we don't draw Caracas, I'll concede. Like, oh no, they saw my Thalia and my Flicker Wisp. I mean, Krog is going to lose because yeah, I mean, yeah, the deck has like a very small fail rate when you put a Grizzlebrand in play, especially when you don't lose 8 in the process. Hey, look at that. Oh, is there a point of... Yeah, I'm just going to make them pick it up. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Isn't it crazy how mono white shitters can do so well in Legacy? Yeah. Fucking Flicker Wisp and Thalia versus, like, turn 1 Grizzlebrands and Emrakuls and shit in the format. Just gonna, like, hardcast the Gravy Train. Why are they Dark Ritualing so much if they're just gonna... What's happening? Why do they cast so many Dark Rituals here? They're gonna looting the Grizzlebrand away and then, like, double reanimate spell? Yeah, looks like it. Ashen Rider my Caracas and then make the Grizzlebrand. Wait, what do they target? They target my Flicker Wisp? Like a Flicker their anime did? Oh man, that's a combo. They get to like kill... They Flicker the anime did, kill another thing on the way out with the Ashen Rider, and then like get their Grizzlebrand. That's funny. I don't think they get Ashen Rider back again, right? Like there's no point in doing that. I think they just want a Grizzlebrand. But that is funny. Might be worse than just having an Ashen Rider in play, but... What are they targeting? Yeah. So many wastelands. How could we lose? Alright, boarding everything except Cataclysm and Walking Ballista time. What if you board in Walking Ballista? No, you don't really eat Chancellor triggers in this. They usually board out Chancellor against you. What do you want? What are you doing? This is... Oh god. What are you doing? I'm trying to sideboard. This is like the worst way for you to try to walk across someone ever. Why would you walk across the front of a person, cat? I'm still trying to sideboard. We need to cut 3 more cards. Malevolence, I guess? Poor cat just wants attention. She gets so much attention. She is so pampered. Big Country MTG, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Someone's hungry? She also got dinner like 3 hours ago. She just wants attention, really. Just cut like 3 moms, call it a day. This looks fine. I feel like this Resto's not doing jack shit in our deck, but maybe Mom is worse than Resto. How is this a comfortable position for you? Can you like sit like at least on the chair or something instead of hanging from my shoulder? Some sort of weird naked parrot. Just climb onto the chair, you psychopath. Shifty Man GP. Shifty Man GP, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Cats love hanging out people, so it was my experience. That has been my experience as well. Alright, sweet in here. I wonder if the sand's good enough. Probably not. Probably mold this for better stakes. We have like double removal spell, Caracas, and Thalia. Like, it's definitely not nothing. There's definitely like some merit to keeping this hand. This hand isn't like absolutely the worst thing in the world, but like it's definitely less strong than us just like having a... I guess it's stronger than having a rip in hand if they just have a discard spell, because this hand's better against discard. What odds are you trying to calculate, Wang Chung? Caracas picks from Iona. Yeah, I mean, Iona is usually not the concern in this matchup. Weirdly enough, Iona's not very strong against the Aether Vial Caracas deck, even though we're monocolored. It's usually just like getting Grizzlebranded, and like obviously this hand is not good at getting Grizzlebranded because like they just still draw 14 cards or whatever. The question is, what are we mulliganing towards? We have like what, 4 graveyard hate cards? 2 of them are 2-drops, and one of them gets the Thought Seized anyway. Is it Surgical Extraction? Can you get comfortable in some fashion, cat? Get off of me. Just lay on my lap like a normal... Ugh. Sheesh. Odds of not drawing a third land all game after having a 2-land opener. Okay. Oh no, Captain QC, I'm sorry. I wonder if I keep this hand anyway. Well, let's keep it and find out. I'll lead it with Caracas. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna lead with Caracas. Bring back Cat. Fine. Whoa! You're facing the wrong way. The camera's over here. They don't want to look at your butt. Oh no, she's leaving. Goodbye. I never believe how they find such. Yeah, that's accurate. Cats are masters of like being comfortable in like the most uncomfortable positions. So our plan is just cast Thalia and Mana Deny, assuming we don't get turn 1. If they Thought Seize me, we're probably just porting or wastelanding. They usually find Basic Swamp in this matchup, unless my opponent needs to go turn 1 Faithless Looting. Are we just Grizzle Branding? It was mixed about leading on Caracas versus them. I think it's fine. Because, like, they're usually just going to go for Grizzlebrand. If this incentivizes them to not go for Grizzlebrand, then that's great, because Grizzlebrand's, like, still probably the right answer in the face of this Caracas. If we want to be, like, mana efficient, being mana efficient is pretty important. Yeah, specifically having a Plow is definitely an upside, because if it incentivizes them to, like, make a Grave Titan or something here, then we can just Plow it. If Rand couldn't beat a Grave Titan, like, leading with Caracas is maybe not the right call. Please just make this Grave. Yes! So STL 5K. Yeah, there's a 5K in St. Louis that I'm playing at this weekend. Like, honestly, maybe with the Reanimate they didn't want to go for Grizzlebrand, I could buy that. Like, if they had a 2-mana Reanimate spell, I think, like, just making Grizzlebrand there is just the correct play still. Incoming Stronghold Gambit. And we do the Wisp. We're covered on that angle, too. I think I'm just gonna go land... I guess I could land attack. Is that better than land go? I'm like winning this race long term. We just have so many ways to kill 2 zombies. And we do want them dead. I guess they could actually like stack block the Thalia. And I have to like Caracas it. Yeah, I'll just pass. I'm gonna cast a 2-mana Entomb here, maybe? Or are you attacking and letting them gain mana? Yeah. It's the thought that crossed my mind. Interesting fetch and do nothing there. Because they just have more lands. Is it even worth taxing them at this point? They just have so many lands to play. Do I just want to like play Wisp and just start beating them? Ooh. Jailer's nice. Also, just Jailer Zombie. Is that better than Wisping a Zombie? We'd also, like, we'd have Wisp up to Wisp the Jailer. And then just Wisp a token and start attacking. Well, before they had the third land, I thought that, like, Thalia plus Port could actually tax them out of things relevantly, but, like, maybe that's just not the case. Yeah, Jailer Zombie feels like pretty good here. What was 5K meaning, except for the number of times this shuffle? 5K is just usually $5,000 in prize to top X or whatever. Cool, they conceded. We did it! Now we have to win game 3, which is usually the hard one, because we're on the draw. Usually involves drawing our good hate. SCG? No. SCGs are usually just called, like, SCGs or opens. It's just like a local legacy event. Run by Moonbase Market. Yeah, random Jeremy tournament. Run it back. Hopefully we, like, find our surgical extraction. Or we don't die on turn 1 and we find our cage. How's second prelate been? It's been fine. I boarded in a lot. Yeah. And there are, like, enough events. They usually, yeah, they usually just say, oh, it's a 5K at Store X. Like, this is a 5K at Moonbase. Rather than saying, like, let's say, do you live in, oh, I live in Missouri. I live in St. Louis. The Moonbase is like a 15-minute drive for me, which is entry, how many rounds. Rounds are depending on how many people show up. Entry is, I think, $40. This hand has everything we want. It's got multiple graveyard hate pieces. It's immune to Thoughtseize. How we lose. Got 2 removal spells for the things. But yeah, that hand's terrible. Yeah, this hand's a keep. Yeah, Sneep, we just, like, rip 2 lands off the top easy. Probably top that, honestly. Because we have a plan for not getting turn 1'd. The Plow is an okay plan for getting turn 1'd. Please just cast a Faithless Looting and pass the turn. 1 time. The 7 was horrible. 2 lands. Yeah, I don't even know if that 7 was keepable. If it was a 9-card hand with 2 planes in it. You can get some at decklist day of, right? Yeah, I don't even know if they... I guess they probably have early decklist reg, but I haven't registered my decklist or anything. What are you doing down there, cat? What are you... You're eating something. Hey, stop eating whatever that is. It's probably not good for you. Give me that. Oh, that's what this is. Discard anime. Oh, man. Discard no fatties. Love it. Loving it. Now just don't, like... If they, like, pedal Thoughtseize me, we just wasteland their Badlands. Yeah. If they unmask me. 100% taking the cage, but they're down to 3 cards now. They did discard 2 lands, so maybe... $40 entry seems like a lot. Well, they're $5,000 in prizes. But $40 entry is, like... It's, like, pretty reasonable for, like, that size of tournament. I feel like I just want to wasteland this. I feel like our Thalia's not really getting us there. Can you get out of there, cat? I don't know what you're doing down there. Come here. Come here. I kind of want to just wasteland this. They discarded 2 lands. They only have 3 more cards in hand. Top 32 full cash on a 60-player turn. That's accurate. That is very good EV. If that's how that works out. Yeah, they have Swamp, but Swamp does significantly less than Badlands does. Hey, look at that. There we go. The cat's back. You guys happy? Cat's back for the end of the night. Nope, they do have the Entomb. That could get scary. I assume it's the Grizzle Dad. Please just get Grave Titan again. There's no way they get Grave Titan. Like, they've seen most of my hand. They know everything besides this plow. There's like a 0% chance they get anything except for Grave Titan here. Or, I mean, except for Grizzlebrand here. $63 this morning. I haven't signed up yet, though. Yeah. Well, I think I have. Yeah, I signed up like yesterday or something. Yeah, it's just the Grizzlebrand. What are your cat's names? My cat's names are Cat and Dog. This cat's name is Dog. It's because she's a dog. She's very dog-like in temperament and actions. Reanimate the Grizzle Dad is not good for me. Well, no wonder it hates you. Please, no thought seizing me. Would really appreciate not getting thought seized. Please, no thought seize. Just don't have any. Just have 0 thought seizes, opponent. Dang it. Yeah, we got a lot of draws here still. Discard Elish. Ash Rider's not good for me. You know, like a big living lollipop to her. She loves licking people. Like, you let her like lick you, she'll just go to town. Well, that was a good stream. Yep. Hard to play with one hand, cat. Ah, rest in peace. Oh, that's actually not necessarily like one turn too late. How do you beat out with this deck? Aether Vial and Caracas. We can kill his Grizzlebrand. We have a decent chunk of draws that... Can we race the Grizzlebrand with Aether Vial? No, right? Go to 14, Vial takes up to 2, go to 8, Vial takes up to 3, go to 2. Actually, yeah. Also, we could just draw like any of our plows or Caracas or paths or like land plus Council's Judgment, etc., etc. This Resto Angel doesn't quite do it. Because we don't have to Violent Thalia right now. Oh god, those claws. So we want to try to lock them out of casting a Thoughtseize right now. Because we need this Jailer to win. You look pretty dead. Yeah, we are pretty dead. We draw, again, we can draw a Path, Plow, or Caracas. So we have, what, 6, 7-ish outs right now? I probably skip way too aggressively to Grizzlebrand, TBH. Yeah, Grizzlebrand is actually, like, D&D can beat, like, a single thing here, especially because we have this Rip in play. Yeah, Wisp buys us a lot. Wisp just wins, because Wisping the Animate dead. Like, so I like Recruiter or Wisp here, so that's like, what, I had 7 outs before, so that's like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or something. 14 because we could draw Relic Order. Although we're taking this vial up to 3, so Relic Order becomes not an out. Not what we're looking for. Are we priced into taking this vial up to 4 next turn to buy a turn? Is that even... I have to, like, tank on the math there for a second. How do you feel about the copies that run... or the list that run 2 copies of Canopy? I kind of hate Horizon Canopy in D&T. Like, taking damage is definitely, like, not free. How does Wisp on Anime Dead help? Because we have Rest in Peace in play. The Grizzlebrand goes into exile, and the Anime Dead comes back and can't bring anything back. Alright, so... what does this math look like? Our only outs this turn, if we don't check a Bather Vial, are Caracas, Plow Path, or Wisp. If we took up this Vial, it turns off Wisp as an out unless we draw a white source and then the Wisp. Or the, like, Relic Order. But it also gives us 2 turns to draw a Plow or a Path or Caracas. Huh. I'm too bad at math to say which of these is right. I think taking the valve to 4 is right. Because the only thing we're turning off is Wisp. I'd probably take up and draw Wisp instantly. That's what's about to happen for sure. Oh, well, actually we have a Thalia in place, so this Council Judgment doesn't even do anything with a land. We can't actually get our Thalia dead. Only the old legend rules in effect. We can kill both our Thalias here. This Judgment doesn't do anything. Alright, so I guess we're on the, like, 7 outer. Want to have a removal spell for this? They can, like, trophy it? Woof. We're so close. Could almost cast this Council's Judgment. Do we have another Jailer to draw to? No. Yeah, we only have the 1 Jailer. But yeah, if they have that, we just die. Dang. Came close. Definitely had outs there. Surprised they didn't, like, trophy the Rip at any point and just, like, make a second thing, though. Seems kind of weird. Unless they, like, had found that pretty quickly. Interesting, though. Yeah, the game 3s are always the hardest. We had, like, a pretty medium hand on our 6 there. Got Thought Seized. And, like, still had, like, a lot of outs to win and then just, like, didn't find them. It happens. That's why, like, my 3-1s going into round 5. It makes you feel better, because, like, you lose, it doesn't matter. You still get your money back and you get a chest. And you win, cool, you win 4-1. Lost game 1, like we, like, always do. My game 1 win rate against Red-Black is 24%. Very bad game 1. Wait, why couldn't I exile Grizzle Day? Restoration Angel only targets your own creatures. Oh, people are already deciding that. Can you... Yeah, it was not a Flicker Wisp. If it was a Flicker Wisp, we just win. Or if Restoration Angel has Flicker Wisp text, we also just win. Oh well. Cage was just the same as Surgical there, right? Because it just got Thoughtseize before we played it. So yeah. No. I try to gauge when like Surgical is better or worse than Cage in specific instances. And it was... the only instance in which like... The main instance in which Cage is better than Surgical is when you're on the play, and you'd actually like cast the Cage, whereas you'd hold a Surgical in hand and then get like unmasked and then die. That's the main draw to a card like Cage or Crypt over Surgical Extraction in that matchup, is that like permanent based hate that plays on the board rather than your hand is better against all their Thoughtseizes. Anyway, that's gonna be it for our stream today. Let's find someone to go host. Who's playing Legacy tonight besides me? 2 people I've never heard of. Mom's Basement Streams and Matt Woody. Donovan runs back his top 8 SCG Grixis list. Who's this? I don't know who this is, but we'll go host them. Playing, looks like Grixis Control. Or not Grixis Control. Grixis Delver. Can we just watch your cat all night? Can't just, like, leave my camera on. Javelin SC, thanks for the follow. Oh, also, sorry, I missed Just Man of War. Thanks for the follow as well, 18 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming and watching today. Hope you had a good time. If you want to support the channel, you want to see more Death and Taxes content, feel free to follow, subscribe, or donate. Follows are totally free. Help you know I'm going live, stuff like that. Subscriptions get you a sweet Thalia emote, and second emote in the works eventually. Looking at my artist over here, staring her down because she needs to make my second emote. Anyway, and donations, I do donation deck lists if you're interested in that. The details are down below. Other than that, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, those links are down below as well. Yada yada. These streams all go up on YouTube after, you guys know the drill. Anyway, see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks for watching today. Hope you had a good time. Bye-bye.